Cheer. Salute. Hope everybody's having a great day, great weekend, great life. Bonbons and all that shit. All that good stuff. Shout out to everybody that's in the room. We obviously are running a little late. Un poquito tarde hoy. Fucking fuego as usual. Blame it on fuego. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about, a little bit of time. You know the slogan. We ain't got no time to waste, you heard? Got a lot of shit going on. Got some announcements to make. Shout out to Paco Loco. Yesterday was a fucking movie starring Fuego. Yo, we'll get into it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, DJ True Blends. I was telling Fuego a story one time. I don't want to incriminate myself, but it's been long enough. I'll just say this. There was a bitch on a bike that ended up as a speed bump. True Blends were with me. Left that motherfucker like, what? Nigga looked at me and I was like, fuck that bitch. Super wild, pray for me. Not trying to encourage anybody, but I'm just saying. Moral of the story, bikes, watch out for four-wheelers. That's my bumper sticker. You heard? Let's get into this shit. Make sure you follow DJ True Blends on Instagram at DJ TRUBLENDS. That's my brother. Let him know we sent you. GQ the Embassy, the original Fuego. Check the Rhyme Radio. Let's get into this shit. You already know what it is. CTR23, check the Rhyme Radio. Cheer. Salute, authentic, never augmented. Let's get it.
Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. Fuck these pussy ass niggas hating on my life. Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. And fuck these pussy ass niggas hating on my life. I done been through some shit, seen a whole lot of things. Niggas gotta cap it, I ain't gotta cap a fucking thing. A nigga had to put the work in just to get a couple racks. Taking shit from here and back, remember when I was feeling trapped? I ain't gotta feel that way, nigga, no. Switch the flow up, now I got the different promos. Kept my head to the ground, had to stay low key. Niggas wanna take it, best believe I keep that phone. On a mission and my exes wanting low key. They pay me mine cause they know they used to shit on me. Pay me money, bitch, I'm all about my business. Please, I put the money in the work, I gotta feed my family. See, fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. And fuck these pussy ass niggas hating on my life. Fuck the city, fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. And fuck these pussy ass
Yeah, it's DJ True Blends. Check the Rhyme Radio every Sunday, you already know. Jay Simmons, GQ the Embassy.
Fuck the judge, I'ma get it right. And fuck these pussy ass niggas hating on my life. And fuck these pussy ass niggas hating on my life. And fuck these pussy ass niggas hating on my life. And fuck these pussy ass niggas hating on my life. And fuck these pussy yeah. See, now you on that crazy shit. Got a nigga all stressed out when I'm just trying to handle shit. I know I'm on the road a lot and I'm just trying to get this bag. Hit you up and drink you fast and hit you up and find this bag. Yeah, see, you know I'm all about this life. Building platform straight for us. Trying to turn you to my wife. These other bitches want this life and they just wanna see us fight. So understand that you my baby. Why the hell you acting crazy? Yeah, I promise that I'll put that time in. Yeah, and you just gotta keep it tight in. Yeah. Fuck them other niggas talking. Yeah. Cause they ain't got that package rolling. Yeah. I appreciate the things you do and how you try to make it do when no one else is there for you. I understand your struggle, boo. I promise that I find a balance. Gotta get this money too, and trust me, it'll cost some mileage. You do a lot of things and they got me going crazy, but your heart controls your mind. I don't understand you, baby.
Don't forget to buy those Fuego clips. DJ True Blends, GQ the Embassy. Check the Rhyme Radio. Jay Simmons exclusive.
You got me going crazy. Said you got me going crazy. Said you got me going crazy. Philly 215, born and fucking raised, nigga. Man, I grew up in some fucking shady shit, nigga. the shit that seem to get you viral. Ain't no real talent being judged anymore. And if it is, how come I don't hear a knocking door? But I keep my focus, never let it slip from me. Been all up in some crazy shit, that's why my shorty stick with me. Niggas ain't got no heart, they rather troll now. Bitches ain't got no soul, they rather go down. Money coming in, but it's all slow now. Government shut down, no wick or no snap now. It's a rare occasion that I normally talk like this, but the justice system really makes no goddamn sense. I get pulled over nowadays for stupid shit. So your tag light don't work, that's why you got the tick. Man, it's not even a race thing, it's fucking sick. I got some white friends I know that'll bump my shit. I got some black friends I know that'll fix your whips. Mexican working hard, steady out here building shit. Just keep it a stack, it's really not that hard to do. Be real with yourself, cause I'ma keep it real with you. When the number steady rolling, who you give it to? Got the pistols and the Glocks, maybe in a sack or two. It's all or nothing when you got your back against the wall. Cold sweating when
Jay Simmons exclusive. DJ True Blends. Check the Rhyme Radio. Let's get it.
It's all or nothing when you got your back against the wall. It's all or nothing when you got your back against the wall. It's all or nothing when you got your back against the wall. It's all or nothing when you got your back against the wall.
Gonna be okay, gonna make my day, gotta go my way. It's gonna be okay, gonna make my day, gotta go my way. It's gonna be okay, gonna make my day, gotta go my way. It's gonna be okay, gonna make my day, gotta go my way.
Yeah. See, I got little boys and this is true. Tryna see, I got little boys and this is true. Tryna see, I got little boys and this is true. Tryna see, I got little boys and this is true. Tryna see, I got little boys and this is true. Tryna see, I got little boys and this is true. Tryna see, I got little boys and this is true. Tryna raise them to a man, gotta help them see it through. Get it? See, I got little boys and this is true. Tryna raise them to a man, gotta help them see it through. Yeah, the going gets tough, yes I always make it through. Got the Lord on my side and He can save you too. Karma's all around, best believe she's steady watching. The battle never ends, back and forth like a washer. Looking in the review as the image get closer. Money getting tight, make me wanna catch a case. Tired of working hard, government playing games. Taking money out of mouths, got me feeling like a slave. You never know the struggle till you actually go through it. Pulling numbers out of hat, but it's not a magic trick. Joker card in the deck, trying not to fuck with it. Stress level rising, hard to work through the shit. When people ask me, hey what's up, are you okay? I lie to them niggas and only tell them one thing.
Gonna be okay, gonna make my day, gotta go my way. It's gonna be okay, gonna make my day, gotta go my way. It's gonna be okay, gonna make my day, gotta go my way. It's gonna be okay, gonna make my day, gotta go my way.
DJ True Blends. Check the Rhyme Radio. Jay Simmons exclusive.
Been in the league. This is the return, nigga, so please take a seat. The return, this is the return. Been a long time, so this is my return. Hating ass niggas, they hit a U-turn. Yo, PDC standing, nigga, fuck what you heard. See, I made the beat with intention to it, made myself, came with the verses. Fuck around and made them up. Double back a few times just to increase the wealth. Self-made nigga, I don't intend to weigh myself. I talk about what I have, cause I like to paint the picture. I work my ass off just to provide it. Then I got a life, got a wife, 4 kids, a dog. Making shit happen, bitch, I can't afford to fall. So when you hear these songs, I'm putting in work. It's the talent that I have, and I don't intend to gloat. I make it seem so easy, but the trouble's in the work. Mind on the money, but the family come first. Remix coming soon, so call that nigga sports up. Return of the combination, gonna be the first. I'm the leader of my music, you niggas better wise up. Stay tuned for another one, I think my time's up. Just a return, yes a nigga back. Fresher than the air, and I never fall back. I've been doing this, I've been in the league. This is the return, nigga, so please take a seat. The return, this is the return. Been a long time, so this is my return. Hating ass niggas, they hit a U-turn. PDC standing, nigga, fuck what you heard. Music is the passion, bullshit can swerve. 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 Questioning myself, trying to figure out why. Shorty was a one till I fucking told a lie. Fucking with these hoes, man, you should've known better. Stupid ass nigga, shit, you better do better. Understand, I ain't never meant to do this shit, but I got caught in my ways, I can't even trip. Shorty slid in my DM with a pussy pic. Had a nigga on hard, so I had to go and hit. Nigga fucked up when she stuck me with a sand, trying to find a place to shower, cause my girl wasn't dick. I don't even know what the fuck going on. I know for a fact, better take my ass home. I ease in the house, trying to slip to the bathroom. Shorty heard the door, so you know she laid up. Thought long in the ass when the pussy tooted up. A nigga can't think straight cause I know I fucked up. Shorty caught on and she noticed something wrong. Red markers on her shirt, steady trying to wipe it off. Steady staring at her with the guilt in my eyes. And I know I fucked up and I know I can't lie.
I can't live like this no more. Love you once more. Look at me in the eye. Can you really look at me and see me cry? How the hell I let you catch me by surprise? Telling me you love me, but all that shit was some lies. It was some lies.
This is a guy that we don't want our kids to
DJ True Blends. Check the Rhyme Radio. GQ the Embassy.
This is a guy that we don't want our kids
Jay
to
Simmons
listen to.
exclusive.
Damn, I guess we just gonna keep doing what we doing.
First of all, you don't know shit about me. You don't even know where the fuck I come from. What the fuck I came through, you don't know. I overcame the shit and stayed on the low. Ain't no silk platter over here, yo.
That's right.
Nigga had to get it on the low. Nigga said he gotta die strong. Hating ass nigga said he plotting on the low. Bitch, I do this shit cause I have a passion. I never had to handcuff, but I always cashed in. I ain't imitating shit, bitch, I'm old fashioned. I keep the shit 100 and I never had to ask. You ain't gotta listen to me, I don't really give a fuck. At least you recognize that I'm sitting on this fucking earth. I don't really give a fuck, ignorance talk shit. Put my pants down just to tell them niggas something. I think I work too hard and my music be the passion. Always keep the grind up, keep a closed caption. Nigga put the time in, it's all about the action. I'm running on the track, you would never ever catch me. Fly nigga something like a fucking frisbee. Haters talk shit, but bitch, look at me. Topic of discussion and I got you bitch a bushin'. Yeah, you see me in the cut, steady counting another one. For the culture, I do it for the culture. They try to undertake us, something like a vulture. For the culture, we never back down. Always stand up for the love for the culture. For the culture, I do it for the culture. They try to undertake us, something like a vulture. For the culture, we never back down. Always stand up for the love for the culture. Always stand up for the love for the culture.
DJ True Blends. Check the Rhyme Radio. GQ the Embassy. Every Sunday.
Said I'm hungry, said I'm hungry, said I'm hungry, said I'm hungry. Nigga had to go and get it. 100 on the dash, no pivot. Gotta watch these snakes, they listen. Gotta move by myself, ain't tripping. Cold ass word, they slipping. Ain't gotta flex, I live it. Pistol on my side, don't tempt it. Move in different directions. Business on the high, get it. Cut my own checks, that's G shit. Got my own brand, that's me shit. Niggas can't see me, seen her. Kinda came up, but I like to stay low. Practice what I preach, cause you already know. A lot of you rappers all talk, no show. I see it all the time on the gram and mo. Niggas say they bought it till it's time for the price. In my case, that's a tax right off, cause I tax you niggas for an hour of my time. 3,500 for a feature on the track. They just send the same when the asses make a check. Everything I speak, man, I speak through facts. Green ass nigga, ain't no doubt about that. Said I'm hungry. Bitch, I said I'm hungry. It's 100 on the dash. Bitch, I said I'm hungry. Said I'm hungry. Bitch, I said I'm hungry. It's 100 on the dash. Bitch, I said I'm hungry. Said I'm hungry. Said I'm hungry. Understand that times get rough. Understand that things get tough. Gotta keep your focus though. Can't let a nigga call your bluff. Understand he buy you stuff. Understand that you wanna give up. Shouldn't have to beg for his love. Shouldn't have to ask for his time. Catching a nigga in the club all the time. Fucking with the females, that's foul. You deserve much better than that. You deserve my love, that's facts. Can't let your love go to waste. Baby girl, let me be your faith. Lots of love, just take a taste. To make you smile just makes my day. Understand that them niggas ain't shit. They're these type of niggas that'll call you live. Them type of niggas not built like me. Got no goals in the field, can't you see? Reject nigga, just living in a dream. I'm a new nigga, let me start you see. The love that I have, you can't compare. Secure in that bag, and I like this shit. Understand that you insecure. Understand that you feel so lost. Double my word, I cannot lie. Strike me down, call spirits from the guy. Just cause he got a dick, don't mean he a man. He can pay his own bills, it don't mean shit. He can have his own crib, it don't mean shit. Materialism, that shit can be a bliss. Materialism, that shit can be a bliss. Materialism, that shit can be a bliss. And that's materialism, that's materialism.
Salute, Orlando and worldwide. Make sure you're tuned in to Check the Rhyme with your favorite Puerto Rican, GQ the Embassy, every Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. right here on Indie Jams Radio. Salute.
What's up? This is Stagger Lee. When I'm not at Family Dollar shopping for the smallest possible size Ziploc bags, I'm listening to Check the Rhyme on Indie Jams Radio.
Check the rhyme.
Cheer, salute, 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 Orlando and worldwide. You are now tuned in to another episode of Check the Rhyme right here on Indie Jams Radio. I am your favorite Puerto Rican, GQ the Ember. Alongside my shooter, you know we got the beautiful Fuego, unnecessary, necessary news up in the build. Ding.
What's up, baby?
What's going on, mama? You know we gotta give you the one time in the hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Real quick, ladies, I want to remind you, if you don't want to burn your tips, get Fuego's Clips 420 on Instagram and Facebook. Fuego's Clips 420.
Yeah. Get them shits like my man True Blends.
That's right.
Did it again, damn it.
Did it again.
This motherfucker don't know how to do nothing whack.
I'm telling you, every time I want to go to the club after.
Yeah, you heard?
It's time to go to the club.
Yeah, we got it. You know what? True Blends got to get into a spot. You word up. That's real
Yes.
talk, yo. If you a club owner or you about to get into something that, you know, you need a DJ, holla at DJ True Blends
That's
on
right.
IG. DJ TRUBLENDS. You heard?
Yes, and I need to hear that story. So, DJ True Blends, hit me up.
Oh,
I want
man.
to hear the story.
You heard up. Hey, I tried to warn her. She looked at me like, nigga, what?
He tried to do it again today.
I mean, you know, I tried. I was like, ooh, I forgot how this felt. She was like, not today, not in my new shit.
Not today.
Not in my new whip.
No.
It's all good, though. Fucked my mirror up that day when I did that shit, too. I was more upset about that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, anyway.
And probably broke her back. Poor girl.
Hey, yo.
Oh, my God.
You said it, I did it.
Stop.
Hey, we got some events coming on. What's going on? What we talking about? What we working with?
April 22nd,
Next
we
week.
have Art of War.
Shout out to Don Marino.
It's going to be State of Emergency.
Goddamn right it's gonna be. Shout to my nigga Cortez. Shout to my nigga June Peas. They about to do it up.
$40 at the door.
God damn it, 39 keeps you outside.
That's right. 2333 Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood, Florida.
God damn it, but it ain't Hollywood over there. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. You heard?
That's right.
Yo, shout out to Art of War. Shout out to Don Marino. You know what I'm saying? Sponsored by Bars Breakdown. And, of course, right here, CTR23 Check the Rhyme Radio.
That's right.
I will be in attendance. I'm going to co-host that match between Cortez and June Peas. Fucking Battle of the Latinos, Puerto Rico versus Dominican Republic. I feel like this is the World Baseball League again.
Oh,
All
wow.
we needed was Puerto Rico versus the Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Don Marino should have been against Cortez.
Yeah, he should have.
Don't make him put his fucking beer down. He's
beer
gonna have to
down.
fuck you up. You heard? Shout out to my nigga. You already know what it is. What else we got on the
We have the Low Life Orlando 4th Annual Barbecue
You
Sunday, May
you're
7th.
goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? 2 L's up all day. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. It's going to be at the Downey Park from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. 10107 Flowers Avenue in Orlando, and
Yep.
it is a free event.
That's a free. That means it's gonna cost you free $99. You know what I'm saying?
And we're
Bring-
also going to have events for the children.
Yep.
We're going to do face painting and a couple of other things going for them.
Hey, how about that?
So
We're not doing homework though.
we're not doing
Tell your
homework.
kids don't come with their homework, cause their shit is not
We're
getting
gonna have
done.
free food. We're gonna have music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole lot of low life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole low zone. It's gonna be a real good event, family event. You know what I'm saying? Come on, be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? Amazing. You know what I mean? It's what we put on for the city of City Beautiful. You heard? And we got it, but it's a 3-day event though. What else is going on? Saturday. That's on a Sunday. Saturday is going to be, I believe, that's the Nemesis.
Saturday
Yeah,
is going to be Nemesis.
right.
Yes, May 6th is going to be Nemesis at the Iron Cow.
Woo! Shout out to the Iron Cow in the Milk District.
2438A East Robinson, South Orlando.
That's it. Just put Iron Cow and it'll trust me, you'll get there. It's in the Milk District of Orlando. It's popping. You already know. What time's that gonna be?
That is going to be at 7 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Woo! Was there any price cover charge?
It does not say.
Okay, all right. Shit.
Does not say.
All right. Well, shit. Guess you find out when you get there. I mean, you know, it
Just
is what
show
it is.
up. Just show
Word,
up.
be there. Cause let me
That's
tell
it.
you something. Low life as a whole, we bringing real legends, real acts to Orlando. You heard? You know what I'm saying? So it's you know, if you want to be a part of some shit that you don't never get a chance to be a part of, you know what I'm saying? Because it's never in our area, then I don't want to hear no excuses because it's coming to town. And then on Friday,
And then
got Young Humpty.
Friday,
Young
Love-
Humpty.
Love and Loyalty Weekend.
Goddamn right.
It's the album listening party, May 5th. It's going to be at the Commission Beer Chamber, 2230 Curry Ford Road.
Yo, shout out to Blanco over there, you know what I'm saying? It's my guy. It's a spot right there.
Hosted by Young Hump.
Young Hump, let me tell you something. Young Hump is who Shock G, I don't know if our guest knows this, but Digital Underground, you know what I'm saying? If you know Tupac, this is where he started. Your mic is off, but don't worry. We'll get you in there. Tupac started out with Digital Underground, Shock G, and the Humpty Dance. It was the same person. So they got a new Humpty, Young Humpty, and he is literally an honorary member of Digital Underground who got his wings from Shock G, and he's also an original now member of Low Life. You know what I'm saying? So he's you know what I'm saying, he's low. So shout out to this whole event. 3-day fucking event. Like, who does it like that? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Low Zone. Shout out to my brother Thurston Howell III. He got his PhD.
You
know what I'm saying?
Doctor.
It was, yeah.
Thurston Howell.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Absolutely. You know? Yeah, no doubt. So he was false diagnosing everybody yesterday, but it's all good. It looked good doing it. Shout out to my brother. Don't body shame me, nigga. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was doing his shit though. But shout out to Paco Loco again. Video coming soon. That's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Starring Fuego. Man, look good.
Nurse Fuego.
Look good in a pair of scrubs. Let me tell you.
Thank you.
That's what's up. We got better keep his scrubs in the fucking nurse's outfit because that was not gonna happen. Goddamn. She tried to twerk. I'm not gonna lie. It was there. I had to shut that down, y'all. It is what it is. Now, without any more further ado, this brother here has invested himself wisely. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to set this up since before the pandemic. We survived that shit. My man hit me up, said, yo, is the offer still stand? I said, absolutely. He made the deal happen. He's out here. He's promoting his shit. Shout out to True Blends for putting that mini mix, which, by the way, you do get a copy of that shit so you can ride out, you know what I'm saying, do your shit. And it's an actual MP3, just so you know. Put you on to that shit. And but let's get him in here, yo. This man is hard working, man. He's got a lot of credentials that I need to utilize, and I believe that on our end we've got a lot of credentials that he may need to utilize as well. So let's bring this brother in. This is the one and only Jay motherfucking Simmons in the building. What's poppin', blood?
We up in here.
Yeah, man.
It's an honor to be here, truth be told.
Hey.
Long time coming, like you said. Long time coming.
Yeah.
Shout out to COVID-19 for making a delay for that
Fucking
one.
it all up. Word up. Shout out to COVID for
I was
fucking
tight about
everybody's
that
shit.
one, boy.
Yeah, I know, man. But you know, the timing is how is where it needed to be. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, timing is everything. So I
man.
can honestly say that.
So we brought you back on that mini mix. Some of them joints I know
Man,
it probably.
Listen. The mini mix was something. But first of all, when I heard Crazy, now Crazy's a 2018 hit that I dropped.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the track I sent you.
Right,
Then
right.
you had me questioning, right? So while I'm here, the track spinning, man, I'm literally in the MP3 converter, like, hold up, did I send this to him?
Yeah.
Is this what I really sent to him? I'm like, I'm in the app because I'm thinking like, yo, I know I just
Yeah.
didn't send that. So
Yeah.
that mini mix is crazy.
Yeah.
It took me way back. It took me back to the time where I was finding myself. I was
Yeah.
finding that voice,
Yeah.
finding that confidence to be in the studio. So hearing all that was like, man,
It was
you
like,
elevated
damn.
a lot. And then, so then to turn around and hear Hustler's Mentality, it's like you went from, doing Crazy and stuff like that to where you at now, Hustler's Mentality and
Yep.
Confessions sounding, like it just sounds It's just that mini mix is fire.
Yeah, yeah.
I might have to spin that a couple times.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So my man covered all the songs, right? He had it all in there?
He covered a lot of it. He touched on just about every project that I had in there.
All right. So pretty much even the songs that you sent me, they were in that mini mix, right?
Yeah. Every song. The first one, I'm gonna get it right. That was the first one. Confessions was the one where I was,
DJ True Blends, bro.
He was already on it. It was.
Follow him on IG, y'all. And listen, to all artists, I'm going to tell you right now, he's got a crazy deal. Now, mind you, if you're a guest of Check the Rhyme, your shit is a gift. But any artist out there that needs a DJ to be able to cut their shit up, giving them a hype 10 minutes, listen, he's got an incredible deal. $100 gets you at least a 10-minute mini mix, and there you go. Boom, your shit is bumping. You got your shit for yourself.
That's
you know what
a
I'm saying?
Hell of a deal right
it's
there.
A very, very great deal.
As I always say, man, when it comes to stuff like that, you can't even look at the money. It's an investment.
I mean,
you really want it. If you want it, you going to pay it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
how I feel.
Yeah, you have to, bro. You have to, because listen, you go to the studio and ask for free time.
I ain't never caught free time since I started music.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know what it is, man. In the I'm an artist myself, so in the beginning, a lot of motherfuckers say like, they'll get hit by a DJ, say, look, man, I like your shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to put your song on the mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
It could go here, it could go there. The last mixtape did this, it did that, right? And then they hit you with a fee.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone's like, that's when the feelings come in, like, that's fucked up. Like, you said you was feeling my shit, so you should support it, right? Now, this is what they mean. We fuck with it enough that if you pay us to be on our platform, we don't mind putting it on our shit, and we don't have to bow our heads in disgrace because your shit's actually kind of whack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they fuck with you, and if you're willing to invest, then, do it. Get the fan base if
I
it's
always
within
tell
your
people,
range.
I definitely, when it comes to the music, I always tell people, if you trash and if you're not trash. If you feel like a track is just not going to do it.
Some people don't know, bro. Not gonna lie.
You know what? You're probably right about that.
People do not know, bro.
I know when it comes to the business side, it's a lot of people who don't know.
Think about this. Let's escape music, right? How many times you went out with your lady, right? You went to a spot, everybody's supposed to look fly.
Mm-hmm.
And you and your lady both see somebody and you said, that shit is not the outfit.
Been there.
But them niggas is in that outfit like, this is the shit.
Yeah.
Been there.
Y'all niggas are slow.
Been there.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been in that situation. I seen that.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's even like that. If you think back, back in the 90s, early 2000s, when we used to wear the baggy clothes, and my mom showing me photos like, you used to wear it. I'm like, oh nah, that ain't it. Like, I thought that was it.
Yeah. I mean, it's for me. I ain't gonna lie. There was some things I was like, damn, nigga, like how many times I had to roll up the bottom. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot. That was crazy. Them bitches is
Cuff
thick.
the bottom of the pants.
Shit is mad thick. I was really trying not to make him so thick. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Same shit's gonna happen in a few more years when niggas see how tight they shits were. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, yo, nigga, you held your breath the whole day. I could tell. You had 5 headaches that day, nigga, no doubt.
Hey, that's no doubt, man. You ain't lying about that.
Nah, but the styles always, they come and they go, bro.
Yeah.
Cause even when I was a shorty, right, like mad niggas was outside wearing what was called straight legs. You know what I'm saying? And straight leg shit at that time, if you look at them pictures, they look kind of like skinny jeans, but they just not cuffed at the ankle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like would be like a slim fit back then, or whatever was called slim fit, but it's just what they called it, just a straight leg. You know what I'm saying? It was straight leg. You know what I mean? But it was young, nigga. Like the shirts wasn't baggy. Everything came up to the waist. Even the pants weren't even sagging back then, bro. Like that was everybody, even the thug niggas, everybody at the waist, bro. Well, none of that sagging shit, because understand something. The majority of styles in hip hop, they tend to originate from the prison system.
True.
Okay? So the saggy pants actually meant in prison that you was homo. No homo, but it meant that, yo, I was down. I'm down for you to fuck me in the ass type shit.
Yeah.
That's what it meant.
It actually goes back before that to slavery.
Okay, I mean, shit.
Hey, I didn't know
Keep
that.
breaking
That's
it down.
something-
I don't think
that's
it meant the
something
same
new.
thing though.
Yeah,
That's
but
something new.
still,
You know what
why
I'm saying?
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I just don't think the message was the same, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? But I mean, as far as, you know, hip hop and shit, that shit was from the jails, and it just meant that in the system. But everybody outside was like, yo, that's the shit. That's how we gonna rock it.
Listen, man, I ain't got time to keep pulling my pants up. Like, the amount of energy it takes to
heard.
pull your pants up every time, all the time. Like, when I was a jit, I did that, and it was just like, yo, this ain't it.
We didn't know any
What
better.
happens if you have to run?
That's another thing, you
Yeah,
know.
you
I
have
used to, I was in a disciplinary school,
Yeah.
you know, and back then it was color coordinated. So you was in this red, you was in the red, you was in the green, whatever. And it was a situation where I had to run because the other school caught me. You know,
Shit
they
was
was
wild.
mob deep. It was me. It didn't matter if we was in the same school system. It's, oh, you got that color on. That's how it was. And yo, trying to run with saggy pants is just not.
Nah,
that is
it
the
is.
absolute worst thing you could ever do. So that's why when I be seeing people trying to run with the pants sag, bro, you can't even run because you
Listen.
holding your pants.
Let me tell you something.
I'm sure so many people wouldn't be caught if they would just took their pants off.
You almost had it. You
Listen,
almost had
I
it.
run
You almost
faster
had it.
now with my pants and a
See?
belt strapped to my
That's
waist
what
than
I'm
I
saying.
ever did
That's what I'm
back
saying.
then. There's no way you could catch me doing that.
Nah, shit, one of the shits that had me bugging one time, right? I know we gotta switch the subject, but I seen a motherfucker with his pants so low, right? Shit was at his thighs, right? But
What's
the ill
this?
shit was, if he would have pulled them up, the bottom of his pants would have been up to his knees. You heard? Because they were just naturally just not the right size, but they were just literally right at his thigh.
Oh.
And I was like, dog, are you? I'm like, in my mind, like, yo, are you? That's not even a sag. Like, you just don't even got the right size,
Yeah,
bro.
you just
It's
ain't
his
got-
brothers. His
Like, it's
brother.
little
His
brothers or
little
some shit.
brothers.
Like, bro, I seen it multiple times on different people. I was
Oh,
like,
nah.
wow, how the what? This? I say, this the new shit, nigga.
Oh,
Like,
nah, that ain't the move.
soup. Like, I'm talking about, like, if you like a 33 waist and a 32 length, this motherfucker had like a 26 waist with a 12 length. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit was crazy.
Oh, nah.
But
yeah.
anyway, man. But listen, how like, first of all, I take it your name derives from your actual birth name. Okay.
Yeah. So, inspiration of me getting into the music, honestly, was it started with J. Cole.
Okay.
Watching him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I got my name from, because he basically spun off his actual
Okay.
name as well.
You should be honest about it, though.
So, yeah, I mean, so I spun off. I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to be called nobody else outside of who I actually am. So I sat right there, and I ain't gonna lie, I chopped my name up several ways because I got a hyphenated last name.
I know
so I'm
that's
like,
right.
all right, should I use this name? Should I use this name?
Yeah.
Do I want to try to chop my first name? After a while, I was just like, you know what? Nah, Jay Simmons. And I kept saying it to
Yeah.
myself until it resonated, and then now it just became a thing where it's just like,
Yeah, Fuego thought you was related to Russell.
I wish.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish.
At least you could do that shit with your name. My mom fucked my life up with that. I couldn't do that shit. I got the Ebenezer Scrooge
Sorry.
of Puerto Rican names. You know what I'm
Sorry,
saying?
Mom.
Hey,
I knew it was coming.
listen.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, that's why I flip the way I pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't gonna lie, my mom loves it though.
Nah, it was funny because
Shout out to
I said his name in the message, and like the response was like, "Yo, don't call me that."
Yeah.
And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, "But that's your name." Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
But I'm like, all right, you know, I respect it, because I'm like, it's
Yeah.
out of respect. You don't want me to call him? That's cool. But when I said your name, he was like, "Don't call me that." I'm like, I still got the message. It was like hilarious because I never had somebody tell me not to call him by their government name.
That makes him very angry.
Yeah, when I heard when he said that, I'm like, I'm feeling like I know I ain't do nothing wrong.
Nah,
It's his
you're
name,
good.
But I'm like, I'm all right, bet.
Yeah,
So-
I hate
Like all of my legal paperwork has like his name, but then in parentheses it has what he wants to be called. Like, don't call.
Oh, like
him.
a surname.
Yeah, please don't call. Do not call him
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't do that no
Yeah.
more. That was an absolute
You know, it's-
one-time thing.
You know what's ill? I know 2 other motherfuckers in Orlando that's involved in the scene, like
Yeah.
such as I, right?
Yeah.
And they came up to me. I ain't gonna say who they are, cause I love these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But the niggas came up to me on separate occasions. It's like, hey yo, I didn't know that was your name. And I was like, nigga, yeah. Bruh, what? That's my name too, nigga. Are you serious? Yeah. Damn.
He was forced to have his name changed on Facebook, though.
Oh, yeah. On Facebook. Yeah, they did. Yeah. You know, you talk the truth, and you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't like that shit. But this is why I flipped that's the way I pronounce my name.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I hate the shit. It's all good, though, but, you know, salute.
Yeah.
But
Just don't let it happen again.
Yeah, I say.
Oh, no, that's a one-time deal.
I flipped my name to Wild Fredo.
Yeah.
Guns all easy.
I like that one more better.
Know what I mean? So everyone say, yo, that shit's hard, nigga. Like,
I like that
how
one more
you
better.
flip that shit like that? I said, bro, I had to, nigga, because I hated this. You know what I'm saying? And much respect to my dad, may he rest in peace, and shout out to my mom. They did the right thing. It was just not the right time. I feel like I should have been in the 60s,
Yeah.
the 50s or some shit, but nonetheless, that's how I flipped my name. But nah, it's all good, brother. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was a one-time deal. You know, it's like the free
one-time.
trial thing.
Yeah.
I didn't use that. Ain't no going back to that.
He said,
He said he snapped back. No.
yeah, but Jay said, I still got the message.
I still got the no lie, yo.
He said, "Don't make me
He
show
said,
it.
Don't,
Don't
he said-
make
he
me
said,
show
Don't call
it."
me that. I'm like,
Yo.
hey, yo. I'm like, hey, what I do wrong? Like,
Yo, man, shout out.
yo, yeah.
So who would you come up listening to, man?
Man, so as a kid, I listened to Jay-Z, I listened to Nas, I listened to a lot of old school artists. I mean, even all the way down to R&B from New Edition, Temptation.
Let's go, man.
So I grew up around a lot of music. And
Shout
even
to your
still
mom.
to this day.
Shout to your mother for that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's more mom and pops.
Okay, shout to both
so
of them. Absolutely.
It ended up being a situation where they both wasn't in the music industry or anything, but
Right.
they listened to a lot of music.
They were influenced there.
Yeah, so I was
Great
heavily
times.
influenced as a kid,
Great
even
times.
even still till now, where I get a lot of people. They're like, "Yo, you seen that show?" I'm like, "What you talking about?" They be like, "You don't watch TV?" Nah, I don't watch TV. I listen to music. Like,
Wow, that's what's up.
I'm not a TV person, so when people be coming to me about shows and
Yeah.
movies,
But you're missing a lot of good
No
shit.
Snowfall?
I don't even know what that is.
you
It's
need
a lot
to
of
watch.
cocaine,
Yeah.
brother.
I
I'm
don't,
just
I
not
don't,
gonna
I
lie.
don't know no snow. Listen,
a lot of hood shit.
if it ain't Boys in the Hood, or if it ain't nothing like that,
But it's like that.
It
No,
is.
it is
or
actually
if
like
it's like
that.
Dead Press.
It is very
gotta
much
Be, it has to be something like that, like
Snowfall, my nigga.
because you know, like I see a couple.
You
of
gonna hit
shows.
me up like, dog, thank you.
Is that on Netflix?
It's on FX, but it's on Hulu.
Oh, I got that. I got Hulu.
Got you, bro. I'll send you the fucking link.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, no, cause
And you
that's
so
how I am.
behind. You so behind. Your binge game is gonna be
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fantabulous.
Man, the last time I binge watched the episode was when the Squid Game came out.
Bruh, you
I
going
sat right there and watched the whole thing from start to finish.
Bro.
I ain't even want my lady interrupting me. It was like, yo, don't. It was like, you know how everybody be like, you know, F them kids, yo, it's F them kids, F my lady. I'm trying to watch the Squid Game from start to finish. I did that.
whole lot of cocaine shit,
I
bro.
did that.
Trust
So,
me.
that's it,
West
man.
Coast shit too.
It has to be stuff like that.
Shout
That's
to
the
my
only
niggas
way
on the
that'll catch my attention. But other than that,
Say that again.
it
That-
has to be like that.
She'll tell you. That's me.
If it's not like, and that's the thing, you
I
know,
had to put him on.
She did.
Yeah.
She put me on the Snowfall. She's like, babe, you know how you love cocaine. Now, mind you, I'm saying this. I never tried cocaine. I did cook it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Did that back in the day. But, you know, whatever. Cocaine, though, anything cocaine related, I want to see it. I want to watch that shit. Everything.
Yeah, no, I will watch movies, shows like that as long as it is enough to keep me there. Because there's a lot of shows out there that I deal with ADHD. So if you can't keep my attention, I will veer off and find something that
It
keep
will
my
keep
attention.
your attention.
So if Snowfall, yeah, I'll watch it. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. I got a whole studio set up, gaming set up.
That's on everything.
I'll be over there
You
watching
might-
like as if it's Madden or something.
You say you like to create content. You might fuck around and do like a reaction channel to that shit. Like,
Hey.
first time watching this
Yeah.
shit, and you just like, yo, that's cool. Yo, I'm telling you the whole shit.
Yeah,
The whole shit.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of content, so
Yeah.
that would be something I probably would. You know, I'm always optimistic and trying and watching new things, but it has to be good, you know. So like people be like, "Oh yeah, you seen the show?" You know, they be like, "You seen Power?" And I don't watch Power. I don't watch none of that. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
it gotta be.
The first season had me like the first couple seasons. I was like, "Oh, okay, now." It's not my thing. I like Raising Kanan, you know what I'm saying? That was my shit, you know what I mean? And yeah, that shit was fire. But I need that
I have to have that
type of element, you know what I mean?
I think what it is, it just stirs back to what I grew up on more so.
Right.
Because I grew up, like I said, watching Nas, Biggie, and all them. So, you know, then it wasn't really, it was censored, but it wasn't censored.
Yeah.
So me watching, you know, I'm watching Boys in the Hood. I'm a kid. I'm not even supposed to be watching it.
I know that's right.
You know, I'm watching all this stuff back then.
I know that's
you know?
right.
So
you ever seen the movie South Central?
Yeah.
Woo,
see, it's South Central. And
telling you, man, you're gonna love Snowfall, bro.
Anything that had to do with Denzel and stuff like that, man.
And Snowfall it takes you back into 70s into the 80s. Yeah, that's the time frame. I think it's actually in the 80s if I'm correct. Yeah, but it's that timeline of that. You know what I'm saying? So you already there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just gotta get back to like if I can get watching that, I'll probably most likely.
Bro, you gonna be hitting me up like, bro, you an asshole. My wife is so mad at me right now. It's your fault.
Like, and I got TVs in the crib for I got a 70-inch in the room, and I don't even watch it because nothing keeps me on it but football. Even so better. If it ain't football,
what's your squad?
I'm the Eagles.
God damn.
Born and raised.
This show is brought to you by.
Hey, listen.
Listen, I grew up in Jersey, you know what I'm saying? So where I grew up, with the part of Jersey that I grew up in, it literally is the fault line for Eagles, Giants.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, you go to the Walmart there, and just literally you will have Eagles shit.
And Giants stuff.
And you will have Giants shit.
It's rare you even see that.
I'm telling you, it's the fault line. It literally is. Like, I'm not lying. When I grew up, bro, a lot of my friends were Eagles fans and a lot of my friends were Giants fans. It's just the way it is, bro.
And
you know, I'm not even against Giants.
Cowboys fan.
Oh, nah. See, we ain't doing Cowboys.
Yes, we are.
We're not. No, we are doing Cowboys, unfortunately, on my end.
I mean, I got a couple friends that do Cowboys, but
That's right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Hey, you. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just how it is. Now, what's your squad in basketball?
You know what's crazy? I don't even watch basketball.
Ah, damn it, dog. What's wrong with you?
I don't.
I'm surprised you're not even fucking with the Jordan era, bro.
Like, I'm never. I think what it is, my pops never really put me on. He put me on football.
Okay.
And since I've been really locked in on football, it was this is where it's at. Now, granted, I will watch basketball, but I don't have a team for basketball.
I love basketball.
I will watch it.
Die-hard Celtics fan. Since they was white.
I remember that color.
That's right.
I remember that color.
I gotta let motherfuckers know, because niggas be acting like, yo, you just got on when Garnett was. Nah, brother. I was there
they were
when
definitely white.
When Bird was still busting that. When Jordan was really playing, I was watching Bird and all them. Like, yeah, it was like that for me. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I mean,
now,
that's where all that stirs from.
Let's get into some music likes, right? So you came up listening to Biggie. Nas, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of old school.
West Coast shit, Snoop, I'm sure, you know
West
what I'm saying?
Coast, East Coast, even the battle, even the beef between 50 and Game.
Okay,
and,
of course.
Back then, and a lot of people, you mean, this is just how old I am, so shout out to the people like me and you who recognize this era. But back then we had State Property.
Oh yeah.
You had all them. You know, a lot of people don't know about them now. You say that now that State Property. You don't know about that freeway and all that.
Going back to cassettes to CDs.
Yeah, you don't know about it. So when you start saying that, like, who that? Yeah. I grew up around that beef, that era.
Well,
at that time it was Dipset.
Especially for you.
Yeah.
Being a Philly cat.
Yeah.
State Property. Come on, man. I just told you a quick story about Petey Crack. Shout out to Petey. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's those dudes right there, man. Come on, man.
It was just like that's just what I grew up in, and it was like, you know, it was one of the things. And I had my phases where I wanted to dress like them or whatever.
Philly, some spitters though. Philly hip hop.
I mean, I still listen to Cassidy to this day.
Oh man, he's fire.
I still listen to Cassidy. I
Love
still got the album.
Free AR-Ab. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, them OBH motherfuckers, boy. That AR. Let me tell you something, bro. AR-Ab and Dark Low.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. I love.
That's why I said the music changed, man.
I love that combo, bro.
And I be sitting there like, damn, maybe I'm just old, you know. And I'm only 32.
Yeah,
but
yeah, nah.
It's what it is my pops and my mom put so much on me as a youngin' that I don't feel like I was raised in the 90s, even though I was.
Right.
I feel like I was raised in more like the 70s, 80s
Right,
type
right,
deal
right,
because
right.
they put all this music on me, all these shows, all the, you know, I was able to see the beef on who don't like who.
Oh,
and
wow.
I seen it all. So it was like, even,
Nelly.
Nelly, all them. You knew who was dating who. You like I saw it all, and I mean, like I said, a lot of people don't know, but back then, you know, BET back then, the uncensored was at
different.
night.
Yeah,
it was at night.
It was way
you had to
different.
stay up.
It
So
was
I
way-
remember me sneaking to watch BET back then because it was like,
You know what's ill, bro? Growing up for me, where I grew up, they didn't even have BET, bro. BET, you had to catch it if you was in Trenton, and you know, like Philly.
Yeah.
But where I grew up in Heightstown and East Windsor area,
They had
BET, bro. It was raps. We had
Rap?
Yo MTV Raps on MTV. That's
okay.
all we had. But they had that, and they niggas in my school would always tell me, cause I had a lot of motherfucking friends that were from Trenton, that was from Philly. But they, you know what I'm saying, they got into shit, so now they living with an auntie or their parents moved to East Windsor, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. And they would be like, man, you don't know about Rap City? I was like, Rap City? What shit is that? And they're like, nigga, you don't got BET. And I was like, what's that? And I was like, nah, no, I don't got that shit. They would be like, oh, you got to come to my house or whatever, or this, and the third. And because they would have, you know, VHS tapes.
It was VHS.
Did you have CMT?
oh, yo,
You
I
gotta get out of
forgot
here
about
with that
that.
shit. Don't let her get you, bro. That's that country music television.
No, but I
did
remember
you?
seeing that
Did you
though.
have CMT?
I don't know. I
serious.
wasn't. If I did, I was
I bet
skimming
your
past
mom
that
knows.
shit like a
I
motherfucker.
No,
I bet your mom knows.
Now, granted,
Listen.
if we grew up, if North, we definitely skip. If it was country, we skip past it. But I remember
See this?
seeing, I've seen that before.
See this is the. Listen, I did this shit when it was. Listen, VH1 was whack as fuck back in the day.
Mom, I'm gonna hit you up later because I know
VH1 was fucking garbage. You know what they played on fucking VH1? Goddamn, what's that white hair motherfucker, white dude with the fucking shit with the horn? They played that motherfucker. Kenny G, they played that type of shit. They, you know what I'm saying? The only time it was fly when you passed through VH1, they were playing Sade. You're like, oh, hold up, that's Sade. We're not skipping over Sade. You know what I'm saying? After that shit went right back to Kenny G or some shit like that. He was like, I'm like, yo, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You doing your thing, but I ain't fucking with that.
Skip right past. Yeah, I skipped a lot of music when it came to country.
Yeah.
Cause I mean I grew up and I was like, yo, I'm in the trenches. I'm like, and this is how I was thinking. I'm like, yo, how my friends gonna look at me if they catch me listening to country music? You in the hood, like,
Bro, yeah, that time that shit was mad taboo, bro.
Yeah, like you can't be caught listening
son.
to that.
Nah, it was
you
mad
was soft
taboo.
at that point.
Nah,
You
back then it would only be, listen, it was only one black dude allowed in everybody's neighborhood that could skateboard. The only one.
yeah.
I can literally.
You know what I'm saying?
I can listen
Like-
to everything. I can listen to everything.
Now,
I-
that shit is all the way. I never seen. Listen, when I was growing up, I ain't seen that one black dude wear a pair of Vans. Now that shit is the shit.
I didn't see that until I started seeing Wayne wear them. When I started seeing Wayne wear them, and it became a trend, I was like,
Exactly, bro.
okay, yeah, this is it. That's
Yeah.
when I
But
started.
that wouldn't have been Hot Boys Wayne.
Oh no,
You heard? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
Because that was a hell of a transition. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lil Wayne.
transitioned a lot.
Yeah, nah, that's yeah. A lot of motherfuckers they they motherfuckers they gained manners after getting mad money. It was just like motherfuckers was before they was like, man, pass the great value mustard. After a while, motherfuckers like, I ain't fucking that shit ain't Grey Poupon, nigga. I ain't fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the transition crazy, you heard? Now who do you listen to now, bro? Like aside from yourself.
You know what's crazy? Now it's really hard. I'm actually turned off by a lot of mainstream music. I more so listen to a lot of independent artist music.
Okay.
So, like if I listen to anybody new or mainstream, honestly, it would be Lil Baby. I listen to him.
You listen to who again?
Lil Baby.
Okay.
Yeah, not the
we
Baby.
we love Lil Baby. Let's not
I
get it
listen to
twisted.
Lil Baby.
You know what I mean?
Time to time I'll listen to.
I can't knock Lil Baby.
Sometimes I listen to
fire.
Drake or whatnot, but I'm not. The music is so recycled now
Dog,
and it's
tell
so
me about it,
sampled.
bro.
Like there's no originality no more. So I don't listen to it. I don't even listen to the radio. So I listen to a lot of indie artists, and I always look at it in my case is because I'm an independent artist myself.
Right.
I would rather stream your music and let you get paid than me stream somebody who's already getting a check.
Let's talk about that. We still got some time. Let's talk about this because you all over IG. You know, you got some plaques. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. Like, what is it that you do? I know you provide a service. Let's get into that.
So, Full Throttle Mode is the actual LLC that I created. That's my brand. That's everything. That's pretty much the main umbrella, and then everything else underneath, like Hustlers Clothing and Co. That's all sub brands.
Okay.
So I have a little bit. Obviously, I'm an artist. I have my own clothing line.
Right.
I'm an entrepreneur as far as helping other independent artists market their music, so forth and so on. The services that I offer is brand expansion services. So, if you need your music to reach a wider audience and stuff like that, well, I actually have the connections to put you on these certain playlists where I know for a fact are actually chart metric verified. You're going to get actual streams, and then on top of it, I'm putting you in front of my audiences too. So you get on these playlists, your music streams, and I got campaigns, several campaigns or whatever the case may be. Outside of the playlisting, I have quick video promotions and stuff.
Okay.
Everything that you typically see on my Instagram is created by me.
Okay.
I don't have a person that creates my videos or creates my artwork and stuff like that. Now I have connections to them, but me being in this game, I've always learned that it's best to learn how to do it yourself. So if you ever need something specifically done, only you will be able to see that vision. You're going to be able to bring that to life.
Correct.
So I've learned that. So creating videos, playlisting, biography. I actually have a coaching class where people want to learn the sauce, like the actual deep sauce. I got a coaching class where people can submit that online. If people want to do, if they want to throw a feature with me, that's on my website. It's a lot of things that I'm in, and it's nice to say that I made 6 figures.
Nice.
Coming from taking the risk because I used to work at Gary Omatanda. Not a bad dealership, very good dealership, but I had to get my own wings. And when I grew that confidence to say, you know what, I'm not searching for another job.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this on my own.
Right.
That was a thing where I stood on that, and it was like there was no thing where it's like maybe this it has to work, because I'm not going back to that.
Right.
And I've been solo on my own for like 2020 I started, so 3 years.
Wow. So since the start of the pandemic.
Yeah, started pandemic, and that was another thing. Me working at the job, I lost money. I didn't know how it was going to pay my bills. It was a lot of things that I had to take in.
Yeah,
so when it forced me in my hand, it was a scary moment, but I knew for a fact that if I step out there, I'm like, yeah, people not going to see me and whatever the case may be, that's cool. But I was like, I got to just lock in on it. And that's what I did. I locked in on it. And I started learning from other mentors off of social media, and I started learning their strategies. Then I would take what worked for me, and then I would apply it, and then whatever worked for me is what I would teach. And that's how it ended up working out for me. So the services that I got is to help bring independent artists up, and get them in front of people. Basically, all the trials and errors that I had to go through, they don't have to go through that. That's all voided. That's all. It's basically like the pass go and collect your 200 without having to stop and fall on somebody's property.
Yeah,
that was one of those things, because I took a lot of L's in doing a lot what I'm doing. Even creating my LLC, I even took an L in that. Set it up wrong. I didn't know what I was.
Oh, gotcha.
I took a lot of L's. So the prices I charge, those because it's the L's I took. You pay for that.
See, I'm trying to make up for that.
You pay for that. You know what I'm saying? But you get what you pay for, and I always tell people that, and I live by that. You get what you pay for. So if you see something out there that's just too good to be true, 9 times out of 10 it is. It is. I fell for them gimmicks.
Yeah.
I've been scammed. I mean, I even been scammed for, and I don't know if it's still going on, but the Bitcoin thing where send me 500.
Oh yeah, bro.
Fell for that. Like when I say I took L's, I took L's.
These niggas is following me left and right. I'm like, y'all can follow me all you want. I ain't following your ass back.
Yeah. I when I see it, I'll be like, remove follower. It's just a
It's a bot. It's probably a bot. Yeah,
so I try to keep it clean as much as possible.
Keep that count up for me. I don't give a fuck. I ain't liking your shit anyway. It's all good.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what my brand consists of as far as the services go, and then I have my clothing brand, and like I said,
so where can they go to link up with you for these services?
If they ever wanna link up with me, and everything is on my website, it'll be the word official, the letter J, and then Simmons.com. So basically, my artist name is officialjsimmons.com. And in there, you'll see everything from all my social media links to my handyman business that I run to like I said, the music marketing services that I run. Everything is all on one website.
Nice.
It's all there.
Nice.
I'm a busy guy. So
we're gonna talk, man. See what we can, come up with and how we can link up. You know what I'm saying? And probably get some benefit from some of these services.
No, I always tell people, man, it's all about, to me, it's all about relationships.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not about the money, but if you create a relationship and you develop that relationship, money is no longer a factor, because it's more so what you're bringing to the table. How can I help you? At the same time, how can you help me?
Right.
It can't be just a one-way thing. Because if you're gonna come to me, which I get a lot of DMs and I ignore all of them, yo, bro, I'm interested in your playlist. Okay, here's the website. I don't know if you're serious, because when I used to do stuff for free, people would take advantage of that. So when I started putting a price on my time, then I knew who was serious, who wasn't serious, and those would be the people. Oh man, that's too high. That's too expensive. No, it's not. It's not expensive for me.
Right.
And it's not expensive for the clientele that I have.
Right.
It may be expensive for you, and that's why you have to go find somebody else.
Right.
But I'm not going to lower my prices or dim myself down to meet your standards just to satisfy you. I just won't do that. Correct. So I always tell people, create a relationship, because the relationship can get you. It can go a long ways.
Invest.
It goes a long ways. Like, figure out a way where you can help that person further their brand, because in turn, if they're a good person, they're going to do the same thing for you.
Yes, I agree. I am in the process of dealing with that right now as we speak.
Yeah.
The platform has allotted me connections with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Some of them doing bigger things than others. Either way, the rapport is there. But some of them on a much grander scale, I have been able to say, look, here's my music, just what I do. I'm willing to work. What's the price for the feature?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And say, oh, you know what? I actually heard your shit. I fuck with it. I'll tell you what. Give me this much, and I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even like you said, even with the feature, I'm the same way. Like, as crazy as it is, but my feature price is $4,000.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, yo, why is it so high? I'm like, because you're not just getting the feature. Any record that I'm on, I'm going to market it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a representation of that record, and I'm not going to have you out there dim me down in my name.
Right.
And no, so it comes with that. But if we develop a relationship, whatever, 9 times out of 10, I'll throw a feature for free.
Yeah.
It's all about relationship.
Yeah.
If I know I want to work with you, and I know you serious or whatever, I'll go ahead. Yo, we can do this feature for free. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's hit the studio.
I'll tell you what, Check the Rhymers. Yeah, feature, your price is a lot higher than my shit, but yo, pay the $4,000, work with my man Jay Simmons. If you want a verse from me, nigga, I'll do that shit for $250. But I'm gonna tell you right now, my nigga, that price going up after I drop this shit with Cortez. I promise you.
It's your price will go up. Your price. And I used to always think, man, I ain't gonna never increase my price. I used to always think, I'm like, yo, your price ain't gonna never go up. But you realize that the more further you get into the music industry, I mean, kind of like what you're doing now, the further you get up, you have to raise your price.
I mean, you ain't got no choice.
You ain't got no choice. You're gonna be forced to raise your price.
No choice. I mean, we do some shit, bro, and you help me get my numbers up, nigga. My shit gonna jump up too.
Man, listen, I was happy to even get my first Spotify plaque and this is just with my label
Yeah.
of 100K, on my way up to getting $500,000.
Hey.
My new single, which I just dropped, which is Confessions, that's the one he was spinning.
Yep.
That reached in 13 weeks. That reached over 100K streams
Dude,
on Spotify.
Let's go, man. Yeah,
in 13 weeks.
Yeah, we need
and
to talk.
it was.
Cause I know I got
I've
some,
never had a record do that. Never. But I
know
said,
I got
you know
some
what?
shit. I know I got some shit. I need the, you know what I'm saying? I need that.
It's
the
all
Midas touch.
It's all about the marketing method and whatnot. And I was sitting there and I'm like, all right, you know, I've always had records drop, and sometimes they'll take a year or two to get to where it's at.
Yeah.
So I say, yo, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Switch it up. Figure out where you messing up at, and work with it. And that's what I did. So last year I literally took a year off of music. I didn't write, go no studio, none of that. I spent my time in the lab learning how to boost your streams, how to trigger algorithms, all that stuff. Took that time and I took that year off and I did that. So when I dropped my single December 31st,
utilizing all the shit that you
utilizing all I knew what I knew, I said we're gonna see what it do. And I dropped it on Spotify and everything December 31st. So by week 7, it had already had 50,000 streams. By week 13, it was at 102,000 streams.
Yeah.
And when I seen that sit on the Spotify, and it's still the number one top popular song on Spotify. When I seen that, I was like, yo, I did it.
Yeah.
Because now I'm seeing literally I'm seeing no less than 3,000 streams a day.
Get this motherfucker one time. You deserved it.
Yeah. So and it's like I pulled out. I remember, and I remember seeing that the one little, one stream, and I'm happy about the one stream, but I was like, yo, you gotta do something different.
Yeah.
And I switched it up, and now I'm seeing 3,000 streams today,
nah,
2,000 streams this day.
I gotta switch it up.
It's like
I know you got content. I know I got some shit too. Ain't no doubt about that.
I mean, that's why I also do the artist showcase too, because I know the audience that I have, and even though I'm still building on some platforms, a lot of people get confused with followers, and they like, oh, because this person has 24,000 followers, oh, they doing something. But then when you actually look at the real numbers, which is their engagement, you realize they're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
As opposed to a person like me, you look at you could look at my Instagram, oh, he got 1,500 followers, he ain't doing nothing. But in reality, my Spotify and Apple and all that doing numbers.
Yeah.
Because my focus is not building social media. I'm using that as a tool.
Right.
My focus is how can I get my music further out there so that people can listen to it, people will tap in, whatever the case may be. And that was the thing where I locked in on that part. So like I mean, and I know I have the strength to build social media. I mean, I built my TikTok up in 9 months.
Nice.
Like I went, on TikTok it takes you 1,000. You got to have 1,000 followers to go live.
Yeah.
I did that in 9 months. The same amount of followers that I got on IG. It took me 12 years.
Gotcha.
So I know how to do it. It's not building the social media platform. It's how can I build my music where people will want to listen to it on a regular, where they save it, where they want to repeat it, where they want to share it, and stuff like that. Then it started to be in a thing where I linked up with my business partner, which is quick story on this, right?
Yeah. My
My business partner is actually somebody who used to hate me. So he never used to like me, right? Used to go, now if you know Lincoln Tech back in Philly.
Okay. Wow. Hey, I haven't heard that shit in forever. I used to see the commercials all the time.
I went to Lincoln Tech. I went to Lincoln Tech.
Here.
I went to go. I was going for a medical assistant, and he was going for the same thing. I never finished. I wasn't one to sit there. But he never liked me. And long story short, me and his girl at that time were cool. We never, dated nothing. We were just very cool. But I didn't know that was his girl.
Oh.
And he never liked me. Well, when I started getting into the music back in 2015, he always was doing music. So he was always posting whatever. I always had him on Facebook. So I hit her up. By this time, me and her wasn't talking no more. It was like...
just life.
It was just life. Yeah. Life had kind of basically pretty much stopped the friendship. But I hit her up. I say, yo, I see he does music. Tell him to get with me. And so... he got with me or whatever the case may be. I started talking to him about his mixtape and stuff at that time and the EP or whatever.
Yeah.
And He's been writing, but he didn't know too much of the business side as far as music.
Right.
I was already learning like how to distribute music and things like that. So anything I knew, I shared with him, and anything he knew, he shared with me.
Yeah.
So I never was always a writer. I didn't know how to write songs. I didn't know how to produce beats and none of that. Like this is something I literally took years to study to perfect.
Right.
And watching and studying his music is where I got my form from. And it's funny because we was having a conversation. He was like, you know what, bro? He was like, I'm gonna keep it G with you. It's crazy how we best friends now and business partners. He was like, but I ain't gonna lie, I never used to like your ass, dog. I always wanted to beat you the fuck up in school. I'm like, hey, yo. I'm like, where is this stemming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, he did say that to me.
Passive aggression there.
It was like he was like, I ain't gonna lie. He was like, I ain't like your mouth back then, dog. I always felt like you had a smart mouth. Like, you thought you was tough. Like, I wanted to beat you the fuck up. I'm like, damn, cuz. And I'm like, but look at us now.
Yeah.
We're business partners doing this big in the music and whatnot. And I'm like, it's crazy how that turned out to be. So, yeah, it's just one of those things, man.
One time for that shit.
Shout out to my boy Sports, the Wave guy, man.
You heard? Man, listen, I wish we had more time, to be honest with you, bro. But look, we got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's definitely see where we can, you know, exchange benefits, you know what I'm saying? And let's, because I definitely want to obviously get my numbers up. Like I said, bro, I know I got content as well.
Yeah.
Good quality shit too.
I actually heard one of your tracks.
Yeah.
When I think you sent me your website.
Probably hit you with my Spotify or something like that.
Probably something.
Yeah.
I know something you hit me with, and that's
Yeah.
how I was able to find that. Which, I mean, it ain't. I do a showcase every Friday, indie artist showcase for any artist who's wanting to, you know, put their music out there. I do an artist showcase on TikTok Live, and I also turn around and put it on YouTube.
Dope.
Full episode on YouTube, so
Right,
people
right.
can watch it. And obviously, I know about SEO, so I know how to get it out there where people can actually watch it. So yeah, I mean, if you see me tag you in something like that with your music or whatnot, it's just me, because I do a live, and it's something that, like, if I'm really vibing with the music, I always tell people, like, if I'm vibing with it, 9 times 10 you ain't gotta pay for it. Now, if you wanna be on that, like on that episode for that week, it's $29.99. You gotta pay.
I got you.
I gotta make space. You
there's
know,
overhead, bro, and there's always whatever you gotta.
Yeah.
Bro.
So,
but I definitely, bro, I definitely want to link up and see what we could do.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
on
I
everything.
can't wait.
I'm glad that we. you
And
know
this
what I'm
won't be
saying,
the
we did
last
this.
radio. This ain't
That's
nah.
what's up.
This
man.
ain't
That's
gonna
what
be
I'm
the
talking
last
about.
one. This ain't gonna be. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need another spin too. So by that time,
And you're gonna need a beat, because you might have to spit something live.
well, I could
Check the
definitely
rhyme, goddammit.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I mean, I'm working on a new album right now.
I'm
That'll be
just-
dropping July 31st.
I'll be fucking with you. It's
And,
up to you.
that new
I only
album-
put niggas on the spot.
That new album is gonna be, it's different.
Let's go.
July 31st, called Damaged Goods.
Let's
So
go, man. So let
I'm be back talking about that album.
let the people know where they can find you, brother.
So you would go, you try and find me. All my social media is on my website, so we'll make this easy. The word official, the letter J, Simmons, SIMMONS.com. OfficialJSimmons.com. You could connect with me with all my social media on there. Everything is. You don't need to ask me what my Instagram is.
Right,
it's
right.
typically all the same.
Gotcha. Yeah, it
so
is.
you can find me on. You can even type me in on Google, OfficialJSimmons.com or OfficialJSimmons. I'll pop up on Google.
Yeah,
Anything that got to
Googleable.
do with me will pop up.
That's
From
what
my
I'm talking
Twitter to my Instagram, my TikTok. Everything's gonna pop up. I made it very simple. That's one of the things you gotta know as an artist. You have to make it easy.
Gotta be accessible.
Gotta
bro.
be accessible. When somebody got to go through loopholes to find you because you didn't name your name, G Money over here, and I get hoes over here. At that point, it's like
underscore.
Yeah.
I get hoes underscore.
Yeah.
More bitches than you underscore 42
Yeah,
53
you doing too much.
785. You
doing
like
too
God
much.
damn, dog.
I can't even count how many artists I just be like, yeah, yo,
Way
they be
too
like, yo, go
much.
find me over here. Nah, bro, I gotta.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm not
Fuego.
doing that.
Fuego.
I'm not doing that.
Let them
So-
know where they can find you, Bo.
You can find me at Fuego's Unnecessary Necessary News on Facebook and the original Fuego on Instagram. If you're looking for a clip, you can find me at Fuego's Clips 420 on Facebook and Instagram.
I don't even smoke, but I might have to grab me a couple of those.
I
joints.
mean, yo, I'm telling you, man. You might, you know. I mean, shit, you independent now. You can smoke all you want. God damn it. You ain't got no break. Hey, yo,
I
man.
don't even smoke, but I mean, them pens could be handy for something
Let me
else.
tell you something. We had someone by one of her clips so that they can reach the ATM machine at the car, at the drive.
Oh,
drive
no.
through
Your
shit.
nails
Swear to
are
God.
too long, so you can't pull them out.
Yeah.
So just
Oh,
stick to the clip.
no.
So it's a lot of different shit.
We even had somebody buy it for bingo.
Look at that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different shit. If people got imaginations. Y'all come up with shit, tag us in the shit. I don't know,
But
whatever
please,
the fuck.
Please do not hit me up and ask me for a sample clip. I don't know what
Yeah,
that
who
means.
the fuck is
like, I don't
yeah.
even know what that means.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's like someone say, yo, you could record a sample verse for me? Crazy wild. Anyway, appreciate everybody that was tuned in. Make sure you holler, you know what I'm saying, holler and follow me at CTR23, Check the Rhyme Radio on TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, and Instagram at GQ the Embassy, and also on Instagram at Check the Rhyme Radio. Send $1 for a holla at paypal.me/GQ the Embassy, and also on Cash App at $GQ the Embassy. And if you want that motherfucking work on PlayStation, holla at your boy at G2DAQ. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
you
And
ain't gotta
subscribe.
tell me twice.
You
I'm
heard,
finna
man.
dog you on this
yeah, let's go.
PlayStation.
2K, nigga. What up?
I'm finna dog you on the PlayStation.
Make sure you
I
subscribe
hope you
to
got
the
the
channel.
PS5. Don't come up with the excuse of saying I got
You
the
see it.
PS4. I got the
You see the
PS5.
flex. Niggas like, yo, what's up? PS3, nigga, you don't want nothing.
Yeah, like I hope you got that PS5 because I got the
definitely
5, the 4, the 3,
Yeah.
the 2, but I'm coming
I
with
got
that 5.
the 5. I got.
But your time is limited.
It is true, but don't worry. But we gonna exchange numbers. So all you gotta do is holler me, yo, nigga, what's up? You got time for this ass whoop? I'll be like, it's
Live
on,
streaming
nigga.
on YouTube. Let's get it. Live stream on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Extra petty with it.
I'm gonna say that's foul. How your niggas gonna see you lose on your own fucking YouTube? That's bullshit. Nah, man. Real talk though, man. Appreciate everybody who was tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube at Check the Rhyme Radio. Holla at your boy on Spotify, Apple Music, and everything streaming at GQ the Embassy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay Simmons. Shout out to Fuego. Y'all already know what it is, and we are. You already know what it is. Love y'all to death. Cheers. Salute. Peace.
Cheer, salute, Orlando, and world.